There's a reason we are drawn to gazing at the ocean. It is said the ocean provides a closer reflection of who we are than any mirror. We are on Area of Thought 11. Welcome back to my live reading and reflection of Rick Rubin's book, The Creative Act. I am reading this for the first time as I'm recording it, so we are in this together. Thank you very much for returning to Life Vocabulary content. I am Serena Hussein. Let's dive straight in. Nothing is static. The world is always changing. You can engage in the same awareness practice 5 days in a row in the same location and have a unique experience each time. Different sounds and different smells may be present. No two gusts of wind feel quite the same. The tone and quality of sunlight changes from minute to minute and day to day. Within the richness of nature, the variations are easily noticeable. Some are shouts, others whispers, even if an element seems static, whether a work of art in a museum or an everyday object in a kitchen. When we look at it deeply, we can see a newness. We recognize aspects unnoticed before, reread the same book over and over, and we'll likely find new themes, undercurrents, details, and connections. You can't step into the same stream twice because it's always flowing. Everything is. The world is constantly changing. So no matter how often we practice paying attention, there will always be something new to notice. It's up to us to find it. Likewise, we are always changing, growing, evolving. We learn and forget things. We move through different moods, thoughts and unconscious processes. The cells in our body die and regenerate. No one is the same person all day long. Even if the world outside were to remain static, the information we took in would still be ever-changing. And so too would the work we bring forth. I didn't want to stop at all there. I wanted to just keep on going, although I was having so many thoughts at the same time. We get really addicted to our routines, don't we? I feel so productive and wonderful when I am doing the things that really make me tick, help me create content, show up better as a parent, show up better for my job. And I love those things. I love doing those things routinely. But there is sometimes a bit of a danger, isn't there, when we get so attached and addicted to the doing of it and doing it in the timely way that we can get a bit, frustrated if we're not on time. I know this happens to me if things aren't going according to plan, because we like to plan everything. And it's kind of difficult, isn't it? It's a bit tricky, sort of knowing that your productivity is really important and that you've got to still get life stuff done, and you also want to be creative. And sometimes you know that having that meal on time, working out and having that sleep, good quality sleep, is going to help you to create and be a better creator. But then you've also got to allow for the spontaneous. You've also got to let yourself take the disruptions as opportunities to perhaps pay attention, right? And do as Rick says right there. If we choose to do it, if we choose to pay attention. So all those disruptions, all those things that happen and sort of mess with our routine and our day-to-day tasks and activities, we could actually use as opportunities to pay attention, because otherwise it's just too easy, isn't it? It's just too formulaic. We become robotic, then we're not creative. And so life is really giving us that, isn't it? It's the disruptions, the sudden surprises, the things that are going on that don't quite go according to plan. Those are opportunities for us to pay attention, pivot, or absorb something new, or check what the stimulus there is, or, what's the opportunity? What's the new idea? What's the newness there? So there's an opportunity there, even if it's us not getting our buzz from that daily, weekly routine. There is an opportunity there. So we don't even have to look for it, because it will happen anyway, won't it? So yeah, I'd love to know your thoughts about this one. I definitely feel the same way about watching certain things or reading certain things again. And I've always said that, you always pick up something different each time. I've always said that. In fact, when I was in my 20s, 20 years ago, I used to get criticized or sometimes made fun of for rereading or rewatching something over and over. And I would say, well, it's because I'm getting something different each time and it feels really good. Yeah. Thank you for coming back to Life Vocabulary. I hope you're enjoying this live reading and reflection, and I will be back very soon.